The Kiambu County Department of Education, ICT, Culture and Social Services, after its establishment in 2013, has worked hard to improve accessibility to information, education and various social services to the people of Kiambu County.
I am Esther Wajiro Dirago, the Kiambu County Executive in charge of Education, ICT, Culture and Social Services. I'm happy to talk about Kiambu County government and what we have achieved so far in the 2 years we have been in power.
In education,
if any county is to develop, education is key for that development. So in our governor's manifesto, one of the key pillars is education.
After realizing that children have gone to alcoholism and drug abuse because their parents cannot afford high school education and college fees, the county government set aside 157 million shillings to be given out to needy students in the form of bursaries to complement the bursaries which are being given by CDF and Ministry of Education. The funds enable the county government to reach as many needy students as possible, both in high school and institutions of higher learning.
So the 157 million, we gave it in the year 2013-2014, and we can say that we have seen a lot of impact. Most of the children have gone back to school, and even the idlers in the villages have actually reduced because most of them are actually engaged in the schools. Then when we looked at it, we saw that we really have too many needy children and they are able in the marginalized areas. So we took another budget and we increased the budget, and this time we had 180 million to give to the needy children.
Kiambu County has 32 youth polytechnics. When the county government came in, it took over the youth polytechnics, and after conducting a baseline survey, it was clear that most of them were neglected, dilapidated and lacked equipment. A budget of 60 million shillings was put in to buy equipment and a further 60 million to refurbish and construct workshops. In order to retain students and prevent dropouts, the county has ensured there are good instructors in the polytechnics. The county absorbed all the instructors who are on contract by the mayor.
Tumefurahi venye tumepewa equipments za here. Thank you for our government of Kiambu County and His Excellency the Governor Honorable William Kabogo, and we really appreciate for the way I may empower our youths. At least we come to youth polytechnics and we get skills.
Partnering with donors has seen the success of various projects in the upgrading of the polytechnics. For instance, Kenya Rainwater, which helped put water tanks in the semi-arid areas for water harvesting to make the polytechnics self-reliant, enabling them do irrigation even when there is no rain. Example, Karai Youth Polytechnic. The polytechnics have also benefited from the greenhouse provided by the county government, helping them sell their products and sustain the institutions.
The governor recognized these institutions, and we were equipped with full equipment like saws, machines, food technology equipment, and as a testing center, we have been able to handle or to have some more polytechnics which are coming to do exams here every year, just because we have been equipped with modern tools and equipment. Mine is to give thanks to the county government, especially the Honorable Governor, for also giving us staffs. We have 4 staffs which are given salary by the county government. So with that, we feel that we are very comfortable, and future will be able to accommodate more youths from around this location.
Did you know that Kiambu County has one of the best early childhood development programs in Kenya?
We have the early childhood education. It is under the county government. And again, when the county government came in, we did a baseline survey to see what is the status of early childhood education in our county.
Upon realizing that most children were not enrolling in the ECD centers because they cannot afford a meal, the government set aside a budget to ensure those children in marginalized areas get nutritious porridge made from mixed flour, which has all the nutrients required by the children. They also identified the most needy schools in the 60 wards and put them in the feeding programs, which led to more children enrolling and others transferring to schools with the feeding programs.
Now, what we saw when we started the feeding program in those 120 schools, children over-enrolled in those schools. Others were moving from the neighboring schools which were not in the program and enrolled in those schools.
To curb this movement to schools with the feeding program, the county increased the budget, and we are happy to report that all public ECD centers and special needs units are now in the feeding program.
We want to thank His Excellency, Mr. William Kabogo, because of giving us this porridge. Children have really improved intellectually because of the porridge. They perform better in class. The porridge has also made the enrollment of the school to go high, and children concentrate better in class.
We are just grateful of the county government of Kiambu under the leadership of His Excellency the Governor William Kabogo for this project initiated in the school. Actually, the feeding program has helped our children, has increased our number. Before we started, it was allowed 70 children, but there has been a remarkable rise of about 28% because they are now going to 86.
We are very grateful with what is going on, the construction that is taking place. We are also very grateful for the county government of Kiambu under the leadership of our governor, His Excellency William Kabogo, because of giving us porridge. And last year we were able to get some pencils for our candidates.
In culture,
One of the ways to engage our youth, our women, people with disability is through the culture and arts. And I'm happy to report with Kiambu County Government, we have started this program all the way from the ward level. The children have been competing, the youth, the women, and we had like now the cultural festivals where we had quite a number of our youth engaged in it all the way from sub-counties to the finals.
acrobats.
And due to budgetary constraints, we could not take everybody to Kisumu for finals. So we took about 7 groups, and I'm happy to report that all these groups, when we took them, they excelled. Most of them got number 1 position or number 2. And we are trying to see how we can help them move forward so that they don't just end at the national level. How else can they proceed to make a living? And that is why, like one of the youth groups called Kikwetu Group, which excelled, they came and they presented to the governor what they had, and we are already engaging them to see how you give them part of Kiambu Biashara Fund so that they're able to advance their skills. And I'm sure they're also going to provide employment to many other youth in the county and hence reduce the idlers and the insecurity we are having.
Culturally speaking, one of the other activities that have been very successful in our country is what we call the Mr. and Miss Kiambu. And we have been engaging since last year with Miss World Kenya, so that we give a chance to the beautiful people of Kiambu County to showcase their beauty and their talent in catwalking, in fashion, in modeling. And we are very happy to see that our girl, our Miss Kiambu for 2014, Charity Mwangi, actually went on to win Miss Kenya in 2015, and she represented this great country very well in China, in Sanya City, where she was able to meet with all the other beauties from the rest of the world, and were able to exchange in a very positive way. And for us as a country, we were very proud, and even as a county, for Kiambu County to have represented Kenya, that was amazing. And we hope that in future we are going to represent this country even in more prestigious functions like those.
Did you know that Kiambu County produced Miss World Kenya, who represented the country in the Miss World Finals held in China in December 2015?
Now, just to move it a step further, in 2015 we decided that we also bring in the boy child. So therefore we have the Mr. Kiambu. We had a successful run last year, and our Mr. and Miss Kiambu are right now engaged in various activities such as visiting children's home. They've also been engaged in hospitals, hospital visitations. They are students, so we have to also allow them time to read. But when they are on holiday, they join us. They were, for example, able to join us on Mashujaa Day to celebrate together and represent the other youths in the county. And we shall be engaging even more in the future to make sure that we are giving those people who have this kind of talent or this kind of engagement, we want to give them a chance to engage at a national level, because we believe that once they are able to meet with the other people from other counties and even later from other countries, their lives shall never be the same. For example, the finals for Mr. and Miss Kenya took place in Malindi this last year on 31st December 2015, and we were represented, and it was amazing to see the kind of talent that the youths were displaying, and we were very happy that our very own were also there. Indeed, Miss Kiambu, Evelyn Jambi, emerged number 2. So you can see that Kiambu is moving on very well, and we hope that in future we are going to get people, like-minded people, to support us in this venture and many other ventures that can only really benefit the people that we serve, that is the great people of Kiambu County.
In social services,
we know that again, social department is not devolved, but we have worked very hard as a county government to ensure all the things that our disadvantaged group, like the women, youth and persons with disability, are not disadvantaged in Kiambu. Like we celebrated the Day of Persons with Disability, so many of them have come out. Nowadays they are not hiding because they have seen they support, and we want to walk along with them. We don't want to leave anybody behind. And that is why they came, and we had supported that event to ensure that they also come and do the celebration. The other thing I would also like to say about persons with disability, the county government has a budget. Last year we had 5 million to support them with assistive devices, and we are happy we were able to give many of them, like the walking canes, we were able to give the walking sticks, and we are also able to give the wheelchairs, and we are now seeing that they are able to go about their work. They are accessing Biashara Fund, and they are able to do so much on their own and earn an income, which is the main aim of enabling them to go about their business every day. So we'll continue supporting them. And I can also say, when it comes to the women, we have done a lot of women economic empowerment in Kiambu County through the Biashara Fund. We have educated them, partnering with the Public Procurement Oversight Authority. We have trained them, they know what they need to apply for the Biashara Fund or even the 30% procurement rule.
In social service, we are involved in gender mainstreaming, whereby we make sure that we are looking into the welfare of each and every member of the society, be it the girl child or the boy child. In fact, we are one of those counties where we give constantly, we are giving sanitary wear for our candidates in KCP, KCSE exams. So every year we make sure that we engage with them. And we are actually looking at making sure we are involving also the boy child, because for a long time, the boy child has been left out. So we are now talking of sanitary wear. We are also involved in other projects, and one of the projects that is really prevalent in social service is the giving of the bursary, which ties in very well because our Governor, His Excellency William Kabogo, has set aside some money. This year we have 180 million that is going to be dispersed to needy students from all over the county. Last December, our Governor took part in what we are calling a Christmas Fun Day for children living with disabilities in our various learning institutions. This took place in Limuru on 23rd of December, and we had over 800 students coming for the Fun Day, and they were treated, they were really excited, and we are also looking at making sure that each and every one of them is put in our UJI program. Today we are at Wabeni Polytechnic in Thika Sub-County, where we are distributing sanitary wear to our trainees, both male and female. We are also in the same process distributing sanitary wear for all the candidates in our public schools in Kiambu, and I'm talking about both the primary and the secondary schools. And for us, this is something that we take very seriously, because we know that lack of sanitary wear can cause a lot of disruptions, especially when we are talking about exam time. And as a department, we thought that this was one of the things that we would do to encourage our candidates so that they are comfortable and they can do their exams without disruption.
My name is Liz Noto. I was among the finalists for Mr. and Miss Kiambu Beauty Pageant 2015. I was fortunate enough to be given an opportunity to work with the county government. We're currently doing the project of giving the students sanitary towels, and we're doing well so far. It has been a great opportunity because we're showing the people of Kiambu that they are being thought of, and everything about their comfort is very important to the county.
My name is Magdalene Wajilo from Wabeni Youth Polytechnic. I'm taking hair dressing and beauty course. I want to say thank you to His Excellency William Kabogo and all government for giving us this sanitary wear to all youth polytechnics in county. Thank you.
I'm Salome from Karibaribi Primary School. Thank you for everything that you have done for us, and we promise to do our best in our exams. Thank you.
The Department of Social Services has the trophy for the most progressive county in diversity and inclusion for the second year running. This is as a result of adhering to the Constitution and ensuring our budget is gender responsive. In ICT,
we are one of the counties that is performing well. Indeed, we have been rated one of the best revenue collecting counties in the Republic. This has been because we have now engaged in online revenue collection, such that in real time we are able to know where revenue is being collected. It has also made it very transparent to collect revenue. It has also made it very easy for us to plan for the future in terms of our revenue. So, and we can only move forward in terms of ICT.
Did you know that the Kiambu Digitika card is making it possible for cashless business transaction throughout the county? Other donors who have partnered with the county government in the polytechnics include African Center for Women in ICT, which has helped ensure the youth in the county who have completed high school and want to gain computer skills are engaged in these polytechnics. Airtel has also partnered to provide internet to the polytechnics to support ICT.
So I would call upon our youth to enroll in our youth polytechnics for ICT training, because we know that ICT is what is driving the economy. And if you're not ICT literate, you may not be absorbed in any field. Even if you're self-employed, you need the ICT skills. And that is why we are calling upon our youth. So far, we are training in 4 of our polytechnics. We are in Karai Youth Polytechnic, Kamberidu Youth Polytechnic, Mangu Youth Polytechnic, Nyadoma Youth Polytechnic, and by next year, we want to ensure that we spread in all the 32 polytechnics in Kiambu County, because this will ensure that our youth get the skills that are required in ICT.
On behalf of Karai Youth Polytechnic and the community at large, we are very much grateful for what the government has done through the county government. We also want to appreciate the VUSHA program that is teaching on ICT, and we really want to acknowledge what has been done. We have been given a sponsor in our school whereby the students are supposed to freely train. We really want to appreciate that the government has pushed our youth and has empowered our youth.
190 of them, these youth, graduated in ICT in November 2014. Our governor was the chief guest, and we were able to hear testimonies from those youth who graduated, how they are even working for people abroad, and they're even earning, some of them, $350 in a week, which is a very good amount for somebody working from the house. You're not moving out of the house, you only need a computer and internet. And I'm also happy to report one of those youth who excelled in that training has been given a computer by the governor of Kiambu County to enable him to do the work.
We are looking to make sure that each and every one of our polytechnics, for example, is properly connected. We are looking at making sure all our hospitals, our fire stations, all the various offices in this great county are connected, so that we are able to move very fast, we are able to move very efficiently.
One of the youth we are very proud of, he joined the Africa Center for Women in ICT and Kiambu County government training. He was trained, and as we are talking now, he has his own company of designing websites. In fact, he's already doing one of the websites for the county government of Kiambu. So we are happy that he's able to get an income.
Kiambu County, the place to invest, live, grow, and work.